Hi guys, this is a redirect to my reaction to episodes 574, 575, 576, 577 and 578 of One Piece. Some great episodes. This was a reaction to the last episode of Fishman Island as well as the filler arc, which was a really good filler arc actually. So it was about rescuing Panz Fry and defeating Shuzo. It was a really good filler arc. But before we get on to my thoughts about the episodes that I just watched, I just want to give a shout out to my new patrons. So I got a couple of new patrons who are Thomas G, Solterino, Ramiro ER8, Julian G, and Dimitri. Thank you guys so much for being new patrons. I really hope you like the content on Patreon, and if you didn't know, I've already uploaded my reaction to Seven Deadly Sins, a trial reaction to Seven Deadly Sins, just the first 3 episodes, and a trial reaction to Breaking Bad episode 6. And I'd like to also give a shout out to my other patrons who are Adam Vilpando, Buster Sword 88, Chief, Colum Lennon, Elma, Evan W. Fisher, Louis, Mitchell Saw, Naxterm, Nicholas Allman, Sabani, and yours, Mayor. Thank you guys so much for sticking around and just so much support that you guys have been giving me. It really means a lot to me. I'd also like to give a special shout out to Adam Vilpando for being my highest patron, as well as shout out to Colum Lennon for his really kind words and for also giving me links to One Piece episodes. I really do appreciate it, so thank you very much. So yeah, so for February I will be doing trial reactions to Your Lie in April and Breaking Bad episode 7. So yeah, just trial reactions for Patreon at the moment. If you don't know what my schedule is for Patreon for the next months, please do watch my Patreon schedule list video if you are interested in knowing what anime reactions to expect for each month, because I'll only be doing trial reactions to the first 3 episodes of an anime that I've picked for each month based on recommendations that I got from patrons. So yeah, that's that. Now onto the episodes. Wow. Okay, so episode 574 was about leaving Fishman Island. So they have left Fishman Island. Quite sad, but wow. So they were entering the new world, and the new world was like a very crazy place. Like, it was so dangerous and it was so nerve-wracking seeing so many storms and it being such a bumpy ride. But what really surprised me was that there were so many whales when they were going to the new world, and I thought they actually met Laboon, so I apologize for being quite confused and thinking that it was Laboon that they saw. It turns out that they're just Laboon's relatives, because some of the whales had scars on them, so I thought, is one of them Laboon? Even though I didn't know, like, how the hell would they know where the Strawhat Pirates are? I mean, but regardless, it was like a really cute, nice scene, just seeing all the whales together, and it kind of makes me feel for Laboon because he's been so isolated for so many years without his own relatives, without other whales keeping him company. So I really hope Laboon actually gets together with these other whales. Otherwise, you know, like, no animal should be isolated like that. Even though Crocus is like keeping him company, but still, like, it's not the same without like seeing people of the same other animals of the same species as you. And also I really want to see a reunion between Laboon and Brook, as well as the other Strawhat Pirates. So yeah, that was really heartwarming. And then like Brook being like, "Oh, it's me, Brook," when it's not Laboon, but yeah, good memories. So after that, they entered a new world. They were really happy about it, but it was very stormy, it was very dangerous, and they came across these marine mirages. So it was just marine ships that looked like marine ships, but they were actually mirages to deter people from getting to the new world, I guess. So that was like the first challenge, and then they came across later on, Luffy and them, they were like having food, and then they met this miniature person called Lily the Glutton, and she actually is a giant who ate the mini fruit. So that's why she was able to change her size from being like a really tiny person to regular size to being a giant. Her giant form is actually her original form, her biological form. And her mission is to rescue her father, Panz Fry, from being taken to Impel Down. So Panz Fry's crime was stealing food from the Marines to give to the poor. To be honest, that's not. I mean, stealing is wrong, obviously, but like, seriously, you're gonna send him to Impel Down for that? He's a hero. He wants to help the poor, but like, regardless, it's against the law for the Marines. So Momonga, we actually saw Momonga in this filler arc, and he's quite a badass, and I actually grew to quite respect him because he at least abides by the law and doesn't take it to his own hands like some bitch asses from the past, like Akainu doing things for his own, like just for his own gain, as opposed to actually abiding by the law. So I respect, obviously I don't agree with the law, obviously I don't agree with Momonga or like the Marines in general, obviously I'm totally against the world government, but I do respect Momonga for at least respecting the superiors, because he's a vice admiral, but he's not like at the top of the top, if you get me. So he still respects the fact that, you know, these decisions don't come down to me. I have to respect the law here. So you are not allowed to kill these pirates. They're supposed to be taken to jail. They're supposed to be taken to Impel Down. So that's where the conflict was happening with Shuzo. So Shuzo is the main villain of this filler arc, and he really wanted to kill Panz Fry, because he's a pirate. So his mission is to kill all pirates. So that's what the Neo Navy are about, and it really intrigued me that there was this whole other organization that was totally against the Navy, but were totally against the pirates as well. Their mission was to kill the pirates because they think the Navy have gone soft, in the sense that they don't kill the pirates straight away, they just arrest them. And I'm like, wow, that's one extreme, man. They're extremists. And it really horrified me that Shuzo allowed some of his own Neo Navy soldiers to actually commit suicide just to kill pirates at the same time as well. And oh man, that was so fucked up to see. To see these submarines being used as torpedoes to fire at the Strawhat Pirates. That was so wrong. Also, another thing, despite the stupid fan service that was going on in the first episode, like, oh my days, like, we've seen so many bath scenes of Nami, it's like, it's ridiculous. Like, okay, it's for like the male viewers, but like, it's just so annoying. Because, you know, you've sexualized her so much that it's so bothersome now. Like, yeah, we get it, she has big boobs, but you don't have to like constantly show it. Like, we get it, we do get it that she has big tits, so it's still like try to emphasize it so much. But besides that, we did see the smartness of Nami. Like, she was quite a badass of her own. She was a commander to the Strawhat Pirates in trying to create a successful plan to rescue Panz Fry, and it was successful, but it was changed because Luffy went against Nami's plan. So her plan was to for Luffy to not even get involved in like trying to like free Panz Fry, but he ended up actually freeing Panz Fry, which made the Marines actually recognize him, and like Momonga was really like trying to take out Luffy as much as possible, and then Zoro got involved. Zoro was the one that protected Luffy. Zoro wanted to engage in a fight with Momonga. Momonga seems pretty he's quite a badass. He's obviously going to be strong. He's a vice admiral. But Zoro is an absolute badass though. So he was putting up a good fight. Luffy was fighting Shuzo. It was quite tricky trying to like rescue Panz Fry because Shuzo was there and Momonga were there, trying to stop him from rescuing Panz Fry. But they did eventually, with Frankie's coup de burst and Nami. She was extremely smart, like way, like she's already smart. We already know like she's a very smart woman, but she was like a proper strategist in these episodes, and it just amazed me that she came up with these strategic plans to rescue Panz Fry. It was amazing seeing that, and like seeing her come up with these plans like really like quick on the spot, because like it wasn't even like she didn't even have that much time to think, but she like you know, she was resourceful about like what she could do. Like for example, she said that they could utilize the thrust upstream for as like a alternative coup de burst for the ship, so that they can safely escape by flying off using the thrust upstream. So I thought that was a really clever idea, a very risky idea though, but it did work. They did actually manage to escape before that because of that. But Shuzo did actually find the Strawhat Pirates again. They couldn't even have their food. That was so annoying. And then the food was rotting at the end, and it was just, oh man, that was some good food. But they did actually have food at the end. Like they bought more food too, so that Panz Fry can finally cook a meal for the Strawhat Pirates, which Luffy was longing for. Like that was his main motivation for rescuing Panz Fry, so that he could try Panz Fry's heavenly food. Yeah, so he made a friend in Lily and Panz Fry. Shame they're filler characters, but I'm really intrigued now with the film. So yeah, am I allowed to watch the film now because I've watched these episodes? I don't know. Let me know in the comment section. So yeah, good. Good episodes. Look forward to a Fishman Island arc review soon. And an Avatar series review as well. So stay tuned for more.